Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Panthers going up against...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Evergreen State and CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the... Seattle Seahawks. Here's Thomas Rawls with his first carry. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Payne. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Wilson to give to Rawls. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. This is taken at the 10. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second down following the run. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 1. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Look at the spin. Balance. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
They'll try to run with Rawls. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas Rawls. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Watch it now, Barney. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Over. Back 99. No. Check.
On second down, McCaffrey. What a spin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 11. Yards that time and a new set of downs.
Out. Tighten up. Switch. Good, go. Gun. Hurry up. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? Take care of it. Rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it, too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner. Everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
And that'll be incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Sheldon Richardson. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it. At the 15-yard line, not too bad. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They start on the ground with Rolls. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Wilson now off the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Now Wilson. Buying time to his left. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 44-yard boot. Just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And it's up and good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Carolina getting set to take the field. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really, the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Newton now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
On second down, Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Seahawks on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The reception good for 7. It's third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Here we go now. Patriot.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. In the red zone this time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
They'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. A swing pass caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. on the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have got it back to a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And some room to work. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue, line it. Blue. All right, now, look at 56. No, check. Patriot. Patriot now. Leopard.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Fresh set of downs here.
Detroit, here we go. Blue, line it. All right, now, look at 56.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back down to that Philly, here we go. Detroit, Leopard, here we go. 3-19. No, check. Patriot, got
handoff looking right. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the third. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll try to get the running game going with Rawls. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Halfback sent in motion. On second down, here's Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Joshua Perry not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. McCaffrey following the penalty. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws. They become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He finds an opening past the 40. And now running right through it. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Wilson now looking to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
3rd down. Here's Rawls. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Here's Sam Cook now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Now it's 2nd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to go down again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lucas. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 4-yard line, it's 1st and goal now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. That one looks like he'll throw here. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Back there, Philly, here we go. No, check.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Set. Blue landed. Gone. Let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed. Back there, Philly. Here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Look to throw here. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Pistol, McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 2nd down, 8. To throw here. And Olsen over the middle. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be knocked down sideways. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Panthers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One last shot for Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And partner, this first...